Hello, this is John Genet. I'm going to do a short presentation on the flotation tank. Uh, what you have to realize about our brain is that the brain is a computer. It's a processor of information. With all computers, they need a hard drive to hold all of the memory that they process. In spiritual circles, that hard drive is called a soul. It holds all of the memories from the beginning of your existence to now. And uh, all of those memories are filling up the hard drive. And those memories hold energy that the brain can't use for further processing because it's held within those memories. Today's society, it manages everything that happens when we're getting ready to go to work, when we're at work, when we come home, when we spend time with our family, the things that happen along our road during the day. It records everything because it believes it needs that information to survive. When we used to walk through a jungle and we heard the monkeys screeching, the birds chirping, and the lions roaring, and all of a sudden it went dead quiet, the brain went to its memory to find out what it did last time it was in this situation. The brain might have told it that it was a particular time of day that it happened, that the light was coming through the trees in a particular way, there was a particular smell in the air, we were on a particular path. It probably, hopefully, provided a path that we used to escape. That was the original function of the hard drive, was to hold this memory, to allow the brain to know what to do to escape a predator. That's what it was used for. But in today, the brain records so much energy that we can't play out or delete that information during our dream cycle during the night. Our dream cycle plays out the memory of the day in pictures, right? And as it plays out a picture in our dream, it deletes that memory. We receive back the energy. The brain can use that energy for more processing. That's how it works, right? The problem is now we don't have a long enough dream cycle to be able to play all the memory that we recorded during the day. And we have less and less energy to process our mental, physical, and emotional functions. At a particular time, the brain will warn us with symptoms that will become ailments, that will become disorder, that will become disease, right? But we now are employing meditation as a tool to move into a soft, comfortable, quiet place, to spend 20 minutes, hopefully twice a day, to play out these memories. The problem is that there's so many memories that we can't play them all out, because the whole idea is to be able to release all of the memories in that hard drive to get back to our original self, that first being that we always started from, right? When we enter meditation, the teacher says the goal of meditation is to be free of thought. That's like saying don't think about pink elephants, because the first thing that we're going to do is start thinking, and that's exactly what the teacher wants you to do. He wants you to start thinking. In that thinking, you're producing mental images. That mental images is playing out a particular memory in your hard drive, and in doing so, it deletes it off the hard drive. You get back the energy, and the brain can use it to manage your mental, physical, and emotional beings so that you can become spiritual. Right? The problem is that in meditation, there's too many memories, and we will never get back to our original self because of the kind of world we live in now. We live in a world that's constant war. We have famine. We have climate change. Too much population. A lot of things happen that continually fill up our memory, especially with our media devices, in between television, computers, phones, stuff like that. They're all informational driven. The problem is that the brain records it all, and it can't release enough of it during the day. So we have the ultimate meditation tool. It's called the flotation tank. Right? It is a flotation room, so you're not into a tank. You're not enclosed. It's an extended bathtub, if you will. It's 9 foot long, 4 foot wide. It has 800 pounds of diluted Epsom salt to free you of your weight, because when the brain is free of the management of your movement, of your weight, it will begin to disconnect from the physical body. It's free. The water temperature is 91 degrees, so the brain senses that it's at one with the water and not separate from it, which helps it to be able to be disconnected from the physical body. And that's also the lights in the tank room when you start are turned down to where it's in total darkness. When the brain doesn't have to manage light, it will begin to disconnect itself from the physical body. When you have these three elements, when the brain is free of its sensory issues, it relates to weight, sight, and sound, it will disconnect from the physical body. When it disconnects from the physical body, it starts playing out all its memory from its hard drive. It just starts deleting it, one image after the other, just as fast as it can possibly play. It'll play in priority. It might play out the memories of what you experienced emotionally when you were sick, when you had a disorder, a disease. It might play out an emotional breakup, but it plays it in priority because those hold more energy. So it wants to get as much energy back with the image that it displays and the feeling that it generates, so we can get back as much energy as it possibly can, right? Within a short period of time, you can begin to delete all that information. You get back to your original self, and that's when you're labeled as a realized being. You're a spiritual being in a physical body. The goal of all humans spiritually is to get back to that point. The only tool that can do that is a flotation tank. There are less than 100 in the world. There's probably less than 25 that are available to the public in any way, shape, or form, and usually that's somebody who has a flotation device and is willing to share it with other people. Very few of them are publicly offered anymore. Prana, which is a healing center in Key Largo, Florida, has recently installed one of these flotation tanks, these flotation systems, if you will, and they've incorporated into a beautiful healing center, meditation center, because they believe it's the ultimate meditation tool to be able to be free of these memories. And once you're free of the memories, you have all of the energy back. When you have all the energy back, the brain can manage your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual processes. Right? So I suggest that you get a hold of Prana. Their telephone number is 305-922-2935 in Key Largo, Florida. And if you need any more information, you can call them. You can ask for me, John Genet. I'll be more than happy to talk to you over the phone. And I hope this information was valuable. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.